was like, look, yes, I understand everybody sees football differently, right? But when you articulate and you see in detail how Mikel plays, you know the players that fit and the players that would do a job for him, right? It's funny because if you remember, I think there was some episodes ago when I asked and I said, do you think we're beginning to have a striker problem under a Mikel Arteta system? You remember when I asked those questions, right? Because I was like, when I see the way we play under Mikel, I notice our strikers, they don't hit the numbers they are meant to hit, right? So I went back to do a research today and I'm just going to just put out the numbers there, right? You remember we let Lacazette go because he wasn't doing the job for us as a striker, right? So I checked his numbers under Mikel Arteta. So I will read them out. He had 3 different seasons under Mikel Arteta. Lacazette had 30 games, he scored 4 goals. Another season, he had 31 games, he scored 13 goals. Another season, he had 30 games and scored 10 goals. When he left Arsenal and went back to Lyon, right? These are his numbers. 35 games, 27 goals. 29 games, 19 goals. 30 games, 15 goals. So he went into a system where he was a primary target and he was a focal point, right? Then I brought Aubameyang into the equation as well. So when Mikel came the first season, he played 36 games. He scored 22 goals, right? That was his half season with Unai, half season with Mikel. His first full season under Mikel, he played 29 games and had 10 goals. By the way, these are all league games. I didn't look into Europe. His following season, he had 14 games and scored 4 goals. When he left Arsenal, he went to Barcelona. He played 17 games, where again he was a focal point, primary target, scored 11 goals in 17. Then he went to Chelsea. Man. He went to Chelsea where he had his crazy period. 15 games, he had 1 goal. Then he went to Marseille. 34 games, 17 goals. 32 games, 17 goals. There's only a common denominator there. And like you've pointed out, the way Mikel's system is not for a focal number 9. Literally, I did all that research today and I was just like,
just to arrive at that conclusion.
Exactly. I'm just like, exactly. This is the point I've been trying to make. Like, these number 9s do not and will not, as long as Mikel's system stays the same, because we are automatically programmed to always go to the right. Martin Odegaard, Saka, Ben White, or Timber. Even we hardly use our left. By the time we put the ball into the box, we're either crossing the ball to the far end or we're dropping it in behind. When we're dropping it in behind, think about it. How many of our strikers have scored those kind of goals when the ball is dropped back in behind? It's usually our DMs like the Declan Rices and the maybe Merinos or Zubimendi that have scored those goals. So this system is not suited for a striker, which now is like we have no use for Gyökeres in this team. So you might as well just go back to the Kai Havertz, who is going to be involved in the play, who's going to drop deep, win physical battles, do your link-up play, and crashes the box, just like the Merino and sometimes Jesus. So